Market vendors in Serekunda on Tuesday blamed the Gambia government for the high crime rates in the country is facing. Rather, the women say Barrow's government has not given security the necessary tools to help in combating crimes in the Gambia. According to them, the high crime rate has not only affected their businesses but also made them feel unsafe in the Gambia, as most of them are in the vulnerable gender. Fatmata Kasim has the rest of that.
Crimes in the Gambia is rising, making market vendors think what becomes of them as they feel threatened in the country. Hardly a week goes by without getting reports of murder, burglary or armed robbery case. It is also deeply concerned as a report about illicit drugs gaining inflow into the Gambia is common, making Gambia looks like a narcotic hub. Drug trafficking has connection to high crime rate, and women are worried about the growing spate of the internal criminal activities such as murder, burglary, and armed robbery. Binta Saidi, a market vendor, blames the government for ill-equipping the security and says they care less about it.
The security of this country is very bad. Even the police themselves are being robbed now. If there is proper protection, I don't think that will happen. And this is happening because the government did not respect the security forces. They are not concerned about our safety. If you see people can sleep in their houses peacefully, they know that someone is there to protect them. But if the person who is protecting you is not safe, then you are also not safe.
Mbasi Bojang says she can no longer go to the market early in the morning as she fears attack from armed robbers.
Even if I wake up at 5 a.m., I am usually afraid to go out until after 6. This has affected me a lot because sometimes if you don't come early, you will not have vegetables to sell. These bandits disturb us a lot. If you go to programs, you wouldn't want to spend much time there.
Turending Jai urges the government to help them curb the crime rate, saying she feels insecure in her own house as her area is infested with hoodlums.
In my area, young people roam around with knives, stabbing people. The country is very hard now and lacks control. These youngsters spend the entire night outside, robbing and stabbing people. The problem is even worse in my area, Talinding. They usually make a crew and sit in an area. If you are passing by, they take whatever you have. If you don't give them, they stab you. If you don't give them, they attack you. Nobody is now there to go out at night.
Mariama says her daughter was a victim of this robbery and calls on the government to deploy military in crushing crimes as it was in Jammeh's regime.
The country has no control. The robbery is too much. It was not like this during Jammeh's era. Barrow should disseminate the soldiers and police everywhere to curb the crime rate. We are now scared to go out because you can even get killed by these people. The president should control the country instead of sitting there and not addressing the situation as he should. This is not good for the country. In fact, my child was robbed on her way home from work. We went to the police, but we are yet to hear from them.
Back in April, the Joint Security Patrol System was initiated by the police to curb crimes and their related activities within the Greater Banjul areas. The idea was to tackle crimes and criminal activities by targeting criminal hideouts as well as prosecute offenders. But these women feel that these measures are not enough and ask for more from the government. Reporting for iAfrica News, I am Fatmata Kasim.